I missed a couple of notable May releases in my last video, and I've got a couple of clarifications involving Megadimension Neptunia. Okay, so I called the Megadimension Neptunia game Megadimension Neptunia VII because it clearly has the Roman numeral for 7 in the title. Now, while it may actually technically be the 7th title, they only put the V11 on it as a visual nod to this fact. The actual title is Megadimension Neptunia V2. For some reason. The closest game they had prior to this in title was Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. V might be short for victory, but that also doesn't make sense because this is Megadimension Neptunia, not Hyperdimension Neptunia. With the addition of the R, I've seen it referred to as V2R and 2VR, and even more confusingly, the R might well refer to remake or rebirth, even though it is clearly a virtual reality pun. The reason it probably refers to remake or rebirth is because, contrary to my reporting in the last video, this new version does contain some changes and enhancements. It is meant to be in line with their Rebirth series of remakes for Hyperdimension Neptunia 1, 2 and 3, but reports seem to suggest that it isn't nearly as extensive. In summary, Megadimension Neptunia V2R is actually an enhanced re-release of the 7th title in the Neptunia series, but it isn't 7, it's V2, even though there isn't a Megadimension Neptunia V1, and the title also contains a VR pun in addition to the Roman numeral for 7, but remember, we mustn't call it 7, even though the Roman numeral is clearly 7, with no dash in between the V and the 2 I's, and we are expected to completely change our reading comprehension mid-word because apparently the V is just the letter V, but the 2 I's following it are in fact the Roman numeral for 2, because it's called Megadimension Neptunia V2, that now has an added R that isn't short for reality in virtual reality, even though this remake does contain virtual reality. In short, who gives a toss what we call it at this point? And now for the couple of releases I missed. On the 9th of May, we have Steins Gate Zero coming to Steam. I might as well cover all my tracks here as well and say that it could be Steins Gate O. Who knows anymore, right? Steins Gate Zero is an interactive visual novel that takes place in an alternate timeline where the events taking place are what would have happened if players failed the first game's story. It is also said to have returning characters alongside a brand new cast, and it of course continues with the time-traveling theme. And on the 15th of May, we have Little Witch Academia coming to the PS4 and PC. The reason I missed Steins Gate Zero is easy, it's a Steam release. You can't find anything on that platform right now unless you specifically search for it. But the reason I missed Little Witch Academia is because it appears as if it may not be getting a physical release on the PS4. I searched around and haven't found a retailer that has pre-orders open for it, but the game page does appear on the PlayStation Network and Steam. I haven't been able to confirm it yet, but it may be a digital-only title, even on the PS4. It's a side-scrolling action game based on the anime, and it looks like a lot of fun. Check out my last video to see the other 15 games coming out in May. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and I'll see you all soon.